guys, good morning. Welcome back to a new video, or welcome if you're new. I made a sacrifice for you this morning. Not actually, but I knew I wanted to vlog today, like all week long, because we've had this plan, which I'll tell you guys what we're gonna do. But I knew I wanted to vlog today. And then we left the house, we went and got coffee, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot my vlog camera, and I was so mad at myself. But I went back and got you guys. It's Sunday morning, and we're gonna have a super fall fun Sunday. Very Sunday. I'm so excited. We've had these plans like all week long. So we already got coffee, and now we're gonna go get bagels at this place called Layla's Bagels, and we're gonna see if they're any good, because I feel like it's like common knowledge, but you just can't really get a good bagel on the West Coast. It's harder to find. East Coast it's easy. Well, northeast it's easy. Not in the south so much, but yeah, so we're gonna try this place called Layla's Bagels in Santa Monica, and then we're gonna go to a farmer's market and the Melrose Trading Post. I'm gonna take you guys along, and I really want to get some like cute ceramic mugs today, or like little trinkets, just like little things. I'm so excited.
Put around the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in my like trinket grandmother collector era. Also, I am so cozy. Me holding my mints. This is what I always hold my camera up with when I'm in the car. But I'm wearing these jeans from American Eagle, you guys. American Eagle. I'll show you when I get out of the car. All right, I'm ready.
Same.
Let me take some water. I don't know if I want to get a bagel sandwich or if I want to get a schmear.
Oh, we can get, like, we can each get our own and then get one to share. Oh no.
Ow.
That was funny as hell.
God, we've seen so many big greyhounds recently, but
2 in the past 2 days,
Yeah.
and I've never seen one here.
I almost got hit by that truck.
Yeah.
Notice how I didn't move because I have so many student loans? Okay, look, they're so cute.
Yeah, they are really cute. Oh yeah, 360. Get it, girl. Shakira.
Alright, let's go. Can I show me your beanie?
Yeah.
Look at this beanie. Isn't that so cute? And look how white her shoes are. Oh yeah. Bringing back the, what are those called? Gazelles? Are those gazelles? What are those called? Oh my
Just
god.
Adidas Originals.
Are they? Yeah. Supras.
Oh no.
What? There's a big line, you guys.
There's a fresh bread store.
Guys, there's a fresh bread store. Yeah, the lighting's so bad, but. Oh my god, everyone wants their carbohydrates this morning. Guys, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Holy, I gotta show them, guys. Look at this. God! That's the yum, and then look. Oh my god.
My mouth is blocked.
Mine is too. Oh, how do we should have gotten like a fork and knife. Shh. I need to take a picture of this. Guys, do you love or hate like olives and capers? I feel like I have to take some of these tomatoes off. Not all of them. Okay, by touching this bagel, it feels like a good bagel. Damn, we didn't even get napkins, did we? I think it's bussin'.
I like it.
Okay guys, I officially recommend Layla's Bagels. Farmer's Market. Ooh, look at the fresh fruit. Yum. You need some fresh flowers. They'll wrap them all pretty and everything.
They're sorted so nicely.
I know. Guys, oh, the plants. Well, no luck at the farmer's market. There was a lot of fruit, which I feel like at farmer's markets sometimes there's not even that much fruit. Like I feel like in both West Palm and Tampa, it's not much like that was like a legit, like there was farmers selling their goods versus like small businesses selling their goods, which there was that too, but there was just a bunch of fruit stands, and I feel like usually it's like a couple fruit stands and then there's like all, you know, the vendors, but there was no jam, and that's what I really wanted. So struck out. But now we're gonna go to the trading post, and this is what I'm most excited for because I really want mugs and things of that nature. And I thought I had been here for like 1 sec before, but I haven't. I went to, it's called Silver Lake.
Yeah, Silver Lake.
I went to Silver Lake Trading Post?
Flea market.
Flea markets. So, excited. Guys, we found an Elwood sweatshirt. For how much was it?
Like 25 and 30.
That's insane. Elwood is so cool, but we got some cool stuff. Oh, there's a dog. I got like a, I'll show you guys later, but like a quarter zip type thing and a crew neck. They both look so cozy. This place is so fun.
Look how cute all these little ceramics are. Pretty much every single one.
I don't know why I thought I was gonna like film a lot more while I was out, but like there wasn't really much to film. I was just like walking around, but I want to show you guys what I picked up because I'm excited. We'll start with the trinkets. Also, sorry, I just like started my laundry. But first, it's from One Cup Studio. I got 2 little ceramic things. So first, I got this little ceramic spoon with a little bear on it. I thought for like I'm making soup this week, so like soup or serving or just something cute. Like I just think that's adorable. And I just love stuff like this right now. And then I got this beautiful ceramic mug that I'm going to hand wash right now and make a latte in because I'm very, very tired. And then the 2 clothing pieces that I got 2 sweatshirts and they're both gray. Or no, I didn't get 2 sweatshirts. T-shirt and a sweatshirt and they're both gray. But I got this really cozy, big t-shirt. It's a Arizona State. ASU is Arizona State, right? Yeah. But it's just a big t-shirt for bed. Looked so, so cozy. Sun Devil Beach, but it's a dry heat. I just thought it was so cute. Need to wash this though. Last thing that I got, I'm obsessed with this. This is apparently from the 80s. It's a Duke University sweatshirt, but it's like, first of all, it's really worn. Like there's some holes, which I think is so cute. There's this little like kangaroo pouch. It's a quarter zip, it has a hood. There's a little like drawstring at the bottom. Like so cute and cozy. I haven't tried it on, but I just know it's gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna throw both of those in the wash and I need to unpack the overnight bag and everything. And then my plan for today is just to clean. So I think I'm gonna get myself situated, make some lunch, and then clean up. But I want to make soup tonight. I need to see how long it has to simmer for. I'm making my mom's minestrone soup that I grew up eating, and then we'll get cozy later on, you know, whatever. Also, I feel like a lot of you will be happy to know I ordered some different stuff for my closet to try to organize it differently, or my closet room. I need to organize it differently. I know a lot of you are like, girl, what is that room? Like, you know, mind your business, but also I understand. Anyways, I'm gonna unpack and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm still kind of full from my bagel, but I am hungry, so I'm gonna have like what I usually have for breakfast for lunch. It's really 2 o'clock, but I have an English muffin, 1/2 with butter and this fig butter, and the other half with peanut butter and pumpkin butter, and then just 2 scrambled eggs, and it's so good and quick and easy, you know? Okay, we need to have a little chat. My hair is freaky right now, but I want to chat about 2 things. One is I want to chat about my skin, and I want to chat about like acne, and then secondly I want to chat about my favorite coffee recipe I've been making recently that straight up tastes like it's from a coffee shop. None of this is sponsored, by the way. I feel like the way I started that, it sounded very sponsored. But, okay, so you guys have seen me. I've been taking these 2 vitamins pretty much the whole summer. I started this one first, then I moved to this one, and I was using these 2, and then I'm gonna talk about the last one. But I have been taking the Ritual Symbiotic Plus. It's a pre, pro, and postbiotic. And I noticed such a big difference when I'm taking this versus when I'm not, because I actually had my August shipment sent to my girlfriend's old house by accident, and I didn't end up having it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I could just tell it just makes my like digestive system feel just like healthier. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like everything just feels like it's like moving at the proper speed. Everything, like I just feel very balanced in the gut region when I'm taking this versus when I'm not. So I just feel like it's very supportive. Like it's not like a heal-all, none of this is a heal-all, but I just feel like it's very supportive and makes me feel really good. And I feel like when I'm taking this too, my skin is a little bit glowier, which I'm sure doesn't necessarily, like I don't think this is responsible for it. I think it's just like helps out. And then I've also just been taking this My Kind Organics Woman's Once Daily multivitamin. Nothing special about this, obviously. I just feel like it's a multivitamin and it's important to take. There is B12 in this, which can break your skin out. However, I personally don't think this breaks my skin out at all. If anything, it helps my skin. So both of these I've been taking for a while and I love them. They make me feel just good, whether it's placebo or not, I don't know. And then I know I talked about getting this, but I bought the Clear Stem vitamin like a month ago. And I just stared at it for a month, afraid to take it because I guess I didn't realize it was a vitamin. I thought it was more of like a medication, and this is like for your skin. And I didn't want to be taking any medicine that my skin would start relying on. I'm really weird about medicine. This is not to say like you guys can't take medicine. I could care less what you choose to do. I personally though, like my whole entire life, I will only take pain medicine if I'm like if I have a headache, I won't take medicine unless it's turning into a migraine where I feel nauseous or like actually I can't take it anymore. Or like very rarely will I take it for period cramps. Even if they're bad, I just like to feel it out, like let my body do its thing and like feel the pain it's feeling. I don't know, I just don't like medicine. And I now obviously survive off of medicine. Well, actually, no, I don't. I survive off a hormone. So does that even count? I don't know. Insulin's a hormone, so maybe it's not even necessarily medication. That's a hot take. But I just don't like medication. If I have a stuffy nose, I'll do a ginger shot and have like spearmint tea or like ginger tea before I take some medicine for it. Just things like that. And so I was staring at this Clear Stem supplement and I was like, I don't want my skin to be reliant on medication. And then I guess once I realized it was a vitamin, it wasn't quite so scary. So I looked at the ingredients. They're all just like supplements. It's not like medication. And I mean, I should have known when you could just like order it. You don't need to be prescribed it. So I think I'm gonna, well, I'm saying I think I'm gonna, I have already started giving it a try. And I have to take one right now because I just ate lunch. You're supposed to take it 3 times a day with meals, and that's what I've been doing. And I kind of just figured, let me just try it out because I feel like my skin has definitely gotten better. However, it's not where it used to be. And I look at pictures from 1 year ago today and I'm like, what happened? Like what happened in the year to make my skin break out so much? So lately I've been really focusing on my skin and really just taking care of my body from inside out. And I know I feel like that's so overused right now, but I really am trying. So obviously you guys see I always try to eat very mindfully. And while obviously I do, you know, eat out and I do have treats and whatever, duh, like I'm human, life isn't life without those things. I do most of the time eat very balanced, very healthy, and when I'm cooking at home, I think what I eat is like very, very well balanced and I'm getting all my nutrients and whatever. I also do like a greens powder in the morning and I do this magnesium packet. Like I have really just been doing like a lot of just supplemental things, including this Clear Stem thing, because I just started to feel like out of control of my body with my skin just breaking out of nowhere, and I was gaining a lot of weight really quickly as I was like, you know, my body was bouncing back from being super duper sick. And I just feel like slowly but surely everything is starting to even out. And then the last thing that's an issue is, well, besides my hair being weird recently, but that's like a story for another day. My hair's been feeling really odd recently. But my skin was just the last thing where I'm like, what is going on? And I feel silly talking about it right now because I don't have any active pimples, but I do still get like some nice breakouts on my cheeks, and it's just not normal for me. And I mean, you guys saw my skin has been through it. It definitely is clearing up slowly but surely. But I feel like I just need like one extra like push to get me where I want to be and get my skin cleared up. And I know it's a hormonal thing. It makes sense because one, my body's bouncing back from being super sick. Hormones are going whack. Two, the medicine that I survive off of is a hormone. So hormones are shifting within my body. And three, it's just my acne is very clearly hormonal. It gets worse close to my period. I just know it's hormonal. I have gotten, like, I had different acne when I was younger, and this feels very hormonal. And it used to be cystic. When I changed up my skincare, it wasn't cystic anymore because it was able to come to the surface. I kind of learned that my acne was so cystic because I was using so many drying products that it wasn't able to like come to the surface. So the products were like drying out the top layer, but the sebum and all the issues were like deep within, and they couldn't come out because I was like treating the surface. Does that make sense? So I haven't told you guys what skincare I've been using for the past few months, maybe like 2 or 3, but I want to tell you because it has cleared my skin up. But I want to just say before I say this that I am going to switch my skincare and try one last thing. And if I don't love it, I will go back to this routine because I think it's good enough and does help me. It doesn't make my skin perfect. It doesn't stop my breakouts, but I feel like it has helped significantly. So I'm going to tell you what it is because it's a lot less expensive than the skincare that I'm going to be starting once I get it in the mail. But I first just want to talk about this Clear Stem medicine because I've only been using it for a few days. Maybe it's placebo, but my skin just looks very bright and glowy. So I'm liking this so far. The very first day it gave me an upset stomach, nothing crazy. I just didn't really have much of an appetite. It was a little bit nauseous, but that's gone away now. I'm on like my 3rd or 4th day. But so I've been using the La Roche-Posay Gentle Foaming Cleanser. I'll link my skincare products down below. And then once a day, I'll do a double wash with a bar of sulfur soap. And I think that is what my secret has been to clear my skin up to where it's at now. Yeah, the sulfur soap is really, really great. I highly recommend it if you're struggling with acne as like an inexpensive route. It has most definitely helped my skin at least a little bit. So I'll double wash once a day. Kind of depends. Like if I don't know, sometimes I do it in the morning, sometimes I do it at night. It kind of just depends. But I'll also use it to take my makeup off. If I'm wearing makeup, I'll use the sulfur soap, take it off, and then I'll wash with my cleanser. And then I still have been using that Persa gel from Clean and Clear that I've been using since high school on my T-zone. And then I just use the La Roche-Posay moisturizer, and I have like a under eye thing from Tula, which I love. So I'll link all those down below because although I'm not completely happy with them, if the skincare I'm going to try out doesn't work, I am going to return back to that routine because, like I said, it definitely has helped. I just feel like I can get it better. So highly, highly suggest that routine if you guys want. I mean, it's gotten my skin here. I don't really have many before and after pictures because once it started getting really bad, I was like, oh my God, like, it sounds so stupid and sounds like such a small problem, but it just really impacted my self-confidence. And then at the same time, I'm gaining so much weight from that, like my body just trying to regulate itself, and just wasn't doing well for my self-confidence. But I am going to be trying some products from Jan Marini, I think it's called. I've seen some people try it that have similar skin to mine and it worked for them, so I'm just gonna give it a go. I know like changing your skincare is like not great to do when you have acne prone skin, but I'm gonna stick with my new routine once I get it in the mail for like a few months, see what happens. And it obviously is gonna probably break out at first because I'm changing products, but just want to see what it can do for me. So that's what I'm doing topically, like for my skin, and then like my supplements and whatnot. But additionally, I've been really focusing on taking care of my mind as well as my body, and being more, honestly, slowing down. And I want to do a whole podcast episode about like the art of slowing down, like the secret of slowing down. I just feel like I have been really mindful recently in trying to live a slower life. So that goes for my movements. Like, I go for about a 4-mile walk every day with Augie, almost every day. Like, I didn't go today, but almost every day, at least like all week long. Like sometimes on the weekends I won't, but I go on a 4-mile walk with Augie, and it's bright and early in the morning. So not only am I getting a walk in, I'm also getting sunshine, or, you know, fresh air on my skin, on my face, first thing in the morning. And it clears my mind. I often wake up very panicked, very anxious. I roll out of bed on edge. I do. That's like how I wake up. I wake up worried. And I find that I'll start my walk feeling like that, and by the time I get back home, I feel pretty good. I feel like ready to take on the day, and a lot less overwhelmed and a lot less stressed. My mind just feels more clear. So taking the time to, even though it's like an activity, like it's an active movement, taking the time to slow down before I start my day and go for that walk has just been feeling really nice. And then additionally, I have still been doing my Peloton bike because I love it so much. Like, I genuinely absolutely love Peloton. I love it way more than SoulCycle. I love it way more than any cycling place. It's not as intense as SoulCycle or as like Cycle Bar or like any of those cycle places. I find that Peloton's a lot easier on your body. Like, it's not so fast. It's more like, it almost just feels like more intentional, like programming. You're not just like going fast. It's like there's hills and there's intervals and there's like sprints and there's jogs, and you know, there's just like a lot more to it. I really love my Peloton. So I have still been doing that most days, but I also, instead of lifting like heavier weights or anything like that, I've been doing like Pilates. So I subscribe to the Form platform by Sammy Clark, and she has so many videos. It's like body weight or lightweight videos. She also has some with like heavier weights, but I'll even do those videos with heavier weights. And I haven't been doing more than 3 pounds on arms and legs. I have ankle weights, and then I have like hand weights. And my body feels more toned than it has like in a while. I'm feeling nice, feeling good, feeling regulated. And just, that's like a slower, easier movement than I was doing for my workouts, but I just feel so good lately, physically. And then I also have been reading so much, and I can't even begin to explain how much that has helped my mind just like shut off, away from work, away from my phone, away from social media, away from my worries, and just like become engulfed with a book. I've read like 6 books in the last, like over the summer to now, I've read 6 books. I'm on my 7th book, maybe 8th, I forget. But like, I've just been reading a ton. That's been helping me so much. I'm doing therapy again, which is very nice. And I have my favorite therapist that I've ever had. I love her. And so that's really great. I do that once a week. And additionally, actually also, I've been eating more carbs purposefully. There's a lot of foods that I would stray away from, like breads and jam, bananas, cereal, things like that. And things I really enjoy, and things that are really good for you. And my body and my mind and just everything feels so much better and more balanced and regulated eating enough carbs in the day. And it just goes to show you, like, yes, I'm a diabetic, and yes, carbs are what is my issue as a diabetic, but my body needs the carbs still, and I feel better when I'm eating the carbs. And I've just been learning how to manage my blood sugar with adding in the more carbs, and I've been doing just fine. I've actually been really proud of my blood sugar recently. So that's felt good. The last thing that's bugging me is I've been just really feeling burnt out with diabetes in general, and I think I want to talk to my doctor about taking a pump break, which means that I'd just be doing injections, which I'm very nervous about. It's very different, but I can always go back on my Omnipod. I just want like a week with shots. So I have an appointment in October actually with my doctor in West Palm, because I'm going to be in West Palm visiting Bree and Maddie. So I have an appointment for while I'm there, and I'm going to talk to her while I'm there. That probably is my last appointment with her. Maybe because I have an appointment with an endocrinologist here in November, but I want to keep my doctor in West Palm because I like her so much, until I find the perfect one here. So that's all to say. That's just what I've been doing this fall for myself because I've been struggling. So those are just some ideas if you guys want to work on yourself as well. I have been making a really, really yummy latte recipe. So, do I want it hot or iced today? I think I want it iced. So in that case, let me do it in here. Okay. So, I've been making a honey cinnamon latte. So I take the glass that I'm going to pour the espresso into, and I take this organic raw honey, and I just do like about that much, and I put this at the bottom. Honey is so healing and so good for you. So I found a way to eat it not just for low blood sugars, but I mean I have like a teeny tiny bit, so, but it does make a difference. And then I'm gonna add some cinnamon, oops, into the bottom of this. And then I'm going to pour my shots right on top of the honey situation. In the meantime, I'm gonna put some ice in this cup. Not too many, just like a few. This oat milk is the best oat milk, I'm telling you. The Elmhurst Oat Barista. It's so good. I fill up the cup, like so. And I like 4 shots, so I'm gonna do another one. I don't know which size straw. I guess I'll do this one. Once my shots are pulled, I'm gonna give it a stir to mix in the honey and the cinnamon. Okay, and then I'm gonna pour it into the milk. It is so good, you guys. Every single time. Literally every single time. And I use Emma Chamberlain's espresso beans. And you guys, I had the blue bottle ones before. The Chamberlain coffee ones are significantly better. But look at this. It's the perfect color. Oh my gosh, it's so, so good. And look how cute is this new mug I just got? Okay, with this, I need to get some Sunday cleaning done, light some fall candles, and just set the vibe for some soup making and just a relaxing evening. So let's do it. I usually start by cleaning the kitchen, but I think I'm gonna do everything in reverse today. So I'm gonna start with dusting, then I'll move on to the bathroom, then I'll do the kitchen. I don't know, I just feel like I wanna switch it up. So, real quick, the next thing I want to change up in my life is I want to get cleaning products that are not so harmful for me and my environment. So I've heard like, what's it called, like birch something or other, something like that. I've heard of that brand. If you guys know any good cleaning products that are actually not harmful, let me know. Cause like I know there's like Method and like all the brands that are at Target, but like how many of those are actually healthy for us? I don't know. I just want to live a long, healthy life. I just want to be healthy. Okay, I finished cleaning up. It looks good, probably looks the same to you guys, but I just dusted, you know, wiped down all the surfaces and whatnot. I mentioned this before, but I'm not like a messy person. Like I never have things laying around per se. I guess I could fluff up my couch. But yeah, I never have things like laying around. It's more just like things get dusty and dirty and whatnot. But it's more just like I just do a maintenance clean every Sunday. And that's the thing. If you clean every Sunday or once a week, whatever it is, it just makes cleaning that much easier because nothing is that dirty. So it's really just like a quick little surface clean. But anyways, the only room I didn't clean was my office closet room area because, so I have this situation right here and part of me loves it. Like, okay, here's the thing. If this was my closet, I'd be eating this up. I would love this. I don't really care to have a perfect organized closet. However, since it's in the open, it does bug me a little bit, and what bugs me more is the comments I get about it. Like I film TikTok sitting right here a lot because I have these lights, so I like put my camera up and sit here in my TikToks, and a lot of people will comment on like this chaos, and I don't know, I just feel like I need to change it up. So I was unsure about what I wanted to do because there's just so many things. Like I only have one closet in this whole apartment, and like that's overflowing, this is overflowing, I don't know what to do. So I got this really cool spinning shoe rack that I got. I probably will have to also keep this rack, so we'll figure that out. But I'm probably gonna I am gonna get rid of this rack, and I got a much smaller white rack, and I'm going to be a lot more intentional about what gets hung. And I may order a second one if there's room for it. And then I also got this like really cute chest that I'm going to store the bags in, and I think that'll help clear up space. And then the stuff that doesn't fit on the rack, doesn't fit on the chest, I'm going to really look at and see if I need to keep. And if I do, I'll get a second rack, but the other rack will be a lot less out there. Like it won't be as like chaotic. It's literally just one like small rack. I don't know. I just need a redo. The other thing is once I see how that looks, I might get a different chair for this because I sit here all the time. Like I edit my videos here, but it's just not very comfortable. So I was thinking if I got like a cuter chair, maybe that would be nice and fun. I don't know. That's gonna stay. I also feel like I could store those better. I don't know. I want to just make this place, this room cuter, because like when you walk in, I mean this is what you see, but to your right that's what you see. And like I could close this door, like this door fully shuts, but then I just feel like, look, I'll show you guys, like I just feel like it just closes off the space so much, and I don't really like that. Also I don't like the thought of like somebody hiding behind this door and me not knowing. Like that gives me the creeps. That's my little spiel. I want to go through my clothes again. I went through one round of things I want to get rid of, and I want to go through more and actually get rid of them. But besides that, everything is clean and looking nice and tidy. My laundry is still going, and I'm trying to figure out what I want my next step to be, because here's the thing. Also, this camera's gonna die. I could chill, I could sit on the couch and read for like a couple hours, and then maybe go for a walk. I shouldn't have poked his head out. And then, you know, like make dinner. But I want to go to Free People Movement because I was gonna go on yesterday. I was gonna go yesterday, but I didn't end up going. But I don't need to go. Like I really don't need to go. I feel like I could just online shop if I really wanted, but I don't know. I feel like getting out of the house sounds nice. I really can't decide. To be determined. Okay, literally all I did was go change my battery, and I decided I want to stay here because talk about slowing down. Like I feel like I'll have like a second of free time, and I'm like, okay, how can I fill it? let's not fill it. Let's relax at home. But then I'm like, am I self-isolating? But then I'm like, I'd be going shopping by myself anyways, so let's just stay home. So I was thinking in that case, it's 3:20 right now. I was thinking I could take him on a you-know-what, but I have a lot of insulin on board, so I might wait. I feel like I don't need, okay. I'm so chaotic. I'm going to light the candles, and then I'm going to chill. Look at me chilling. And I'm going to read, and I'm gonna try to not overthink. And I'm going to, in like an hour or so, take the dingle blob on a you-know-what, and then I'll come back and make the soup. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna chill now. I don't know if you guys are the same way as me, but I have like certain candles that I light for certain occasions. So like this pumpkin souffle candle I have over here, I light during the day, or like when I'm gonna be sitting, chilling on the couch area. Like pretty much if I'm gonna be chilling on the couch, I'm gonna wash my hands, it's got soot on me. If I'm gonna be chilling on the couch, I light this candle right here. If like in the morning time when I'm like working out and whatnot, I light my salt and stone candle over there. But then for dinner, I light my pumpkin candles that are on the table. I have like a different candle for different things. And then I light my bedroom candle during bedtime, like around nighttime. Pretty much I'll light that one the same time I light my dinner candles. And then my bathroom candle, I kind of always burn, mostly because I'm kind of trying to get through it. I love these sniff candles so much. They last so long. Like it's a good thing. But I like when I switch up my candles. Oh, this is already dead. I swear I literally just charged that thing. I like to switch out my candles, like, cause it's just like fun. It's like little joys. And these sniff candles just last so long. It's such a good thing, but you know. Okay, let me plug this in. This lighter off Amazon, like it's cool and all, but like I really do charge it like every 30 seconds. Oh, also, did I show you guys? I got some like wine red towels. I don't know. Like, when do you grow up? You know, you gotta, like, you can't always have all white towels. You gotta grow up and, you know, try out some new colors. So, oh, also look at this cute shower cap I got. Had strawberries on it. But, I also am working on a shower curtain situation. I, like, have an idea. The shower rod I ordered was too short. So I'm waiting for the other one to come in the mail, but I'm really excited. I have, like, this really cute vision. But anyways, what else did I get in the mail? I feel like I got other stuff in the mail. Oh, I want to show you guys these cute, well, you kind of saw because I made my espresso in it, but I got these really, really cute cups off Amazon. How cute are these? They have like a green tint to them. I love these. For a glass of water, glass of OJ, your greens in the morning, or like pouring a shot of espresso, whatever. I also got some more glass straws, which I'll link because I got my pack of glass straws like 2 years ago, and I feel like they just dwindled out, and then I had like 2 left, and I broke one, and I was like, okay, it's time for some glass straws. And I got the same box of them that I've got in the past, and I was like, wow, it comes with so many. I didn't realize how many I lost over the years. Also, you guys, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I really am so sick of living in apartments and paying rent. Like, I just want to like have a house, like, and have like be paying for like paying my mortgage rather than like paying rent. But it's like, I don't know where the heck I would get a house because my heart is just so divided because I love Florida, but I live here, and I'm just like, if I were to buy a house, I feel like it's such an official decision, and it wouldn't be now, it'd be like in a year. But just like, I'm starting to think about it. But I think at the very least, like, I know I'm not going to renew my lease here. I say that, watch, I'm going to renew it. But I'm pretty sure because I don't like it enough to renew it. I already know. things, just too many things have gone wrong. I just don't like a lot of things that have happened here. It's beautiful, but it's not worth it for me. And I know I literally just started my lease, but like I'm a planner, okay? I'm a future planner. So I already know I'm not, well, as of right now, I think I'm not gonna renew my lease here, but I'm so sick and tired of moving. So like I've moved like 6 times in the last like 3 years. Like I'm so over it. So I just know that the next move I do needs to be a longer term move. And I feel like I know I'm not gonna buy a house. So I need to like get that off. It's like not time yet, as much as I want it to be. It's just like not time yet. Which is so frustrating because I'm like, I just want like a home base and like not move all the time. But I guess this is the beauty of being this age, you know? Like I have my whole life to be living in a house that I own. So why rush? But the next place I move, I think it needs to be a rented house with more space, a yard for Augie. Because when I'm at my girlfriend's house, because she lives in a house, and I can just open the door and let him outside, I'm like, wow, this is so nice. I don't know. I just like, I've lived in so many apartments and I'm just over it. And I just like, the thing is, renting a house is definitely more expensive than renting an apartment, but I just feel like they're worth so much more because like, I just feel like I'm paying an astronomical price for this apartment and I'm like, why did I do that? I should have just paid a little bit more for a house. But I do feel like when I was looking, the houses that were available in my price range were not as cute as they are now. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, of course. But I think next time I move, which will be next year, I'm hoping I move into at least a rented house and I can stay there like for a few years. But I don't know. My dream is to have a place in California and a place in Florida, but that is my dream and that will happen one day. I don't know why I'm gonna start budding myself. I'm gonna go read. I think I decided what I want to do, but first I just took Augie out and I had some packages, so I want to see what this is. I hope this is my skincare. Yay! My skincare came. I'm very excited to give this all a try. I'm using this benzoyl peroxide acne treatment wash. But I'm going to use it like, I'm gonna start with once a day. And I'm gonna figure out my routine with that, you know? And then I just got this face cream, hyaluronic acid face cream. And I also got this face lotion, which I think I'm gonna use both of these, possibly, for like extra hydration. This one's good for like dark spots, things of that nature, and this one's just sort of like a cream, so I'm gonna use them both, I believe. So I'll let you guys know what I think, but I'm kinda nervous. And then, let's see what this is. It's my Dexcom order. Lame. Excited, nervous to try my new skincare. I just ran to Byredo and that's all. I actually didn't go to the one at the Grove. I went to the one on Melrose, which I don't even think I knew was here. So that's cool. I'm so anxious. I don't know why. I started the day off so good. But I got 2 perfumes and I'm so excited. You guys know I collect perfumes. And I decided, I don't know why I'm trying to like rationale or like reason with myself. I shop when I'm sad or anxious and it's like not necessarily a good habit. But it like makes me feel better for a sec. I don't know. But you guys, I've never smelt anything like this perfume. It's 11th Hour by Byredo. It's so good. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, spraying this in my car is like bold. It's gonna smell like this forever in my car. Kind of sweet, kind of spicy, almost like a little bit citrusy. It's just such a lovely smell. And it's like a really nice fall scent, but it smells so good. And then I got a very, very small travel size of gypsy water, which is just like a kind of just like a nice light, a little bit floral perfume. But wow, I know you're not supposed to rub. Oops. It's like spicy. I love it. I started my cooking journey, but I want to make a little seltzer water. Also ignore my hair. I feel really gross and like out of body at the moment. I don't know how else to explain it, but I'm gonna make a little seltzer water. Literally 2 little ice cubes in here. And I'm gonna do this green apple sparkling water from Trader Joe's. I haven't tried this flavor before, but I just like to have like some sort of something to sip on. Also, I feel like my laundry is always going in my videos, but I feel like I just like to have a little something to sip on while I cook. Make it like a little experience, you know? I'm feeling, I don't know, weird. So I'm just trying to, you know, touch base with myself. I think I honestly might take a bath later with a cup of tea, my book. We'll see. I like that a lot. That's yummy. But like I said, I've started my cooking journey. I'm making a family recipe tonight. It's minestrone soup. So it's potatoes, carrots, celery, zucchini, onion, tomatoes, beans, spinach. And I would show you guys the recipe, but honestly, I really do think that something I want to do in life, like kind of soon, is maybe make a cookbook, because you guys ask me for it all the time. And I would include this recipe in it probably, because this is like a family recipe that I grew up eating. So for that reason, I'm not going to give you guys like the full recipe, but also I'm just kind of selfish. It's my family recipe. I don't want to share it yet. But my mom sent me like the instructions for it. But I just think that could be fun. I don't know. Something that I've been thinking today, it's been on my mind, is feeling a bit unfulfilled, which is crazy because I'm literally living my dream life. So maybe there's no finding a sense of feeling fulfilled. Maybe it's just feeling fulfilled with your life where you're at all times. I don't know. But there's just so many things I want to do in life, and I'm just like, I don't know how to get there. But one of the things I really would like to do is to write a cookbook. So I think that one's rather attainable. So maybe I'll dedicate some time, maybe next year, to starting a cookbook. Maybe that'll be my resolution for the new year, next year, is to start a cookbook. I would say like, oh, I could start working on it now, but honestly, Vlogmas is in 2 months, and I have so much travel coming up. I know that I wouldn't actually work on it, but I would really enjoy doing that. So we'll see. Comment down below if you'd ever want to see a cookbook from me. But I'm just preparing all the veggies, making a little, or like I made a little drink, like I said, and I'm just trying to calm my anxiety because I just feel so on edge. I also feel really, really gross. Like I don't want to be wearing these clothes that I've been wearing all day anymore. But like I'm gonna shower, so I don't want to like change and then change again. But I think I'm gonna maybe shower. But I want to take a bath. I don't know what the plan is. So I was gonna shower while the soup simmered. But if I want to take a bath, then like that's too long. Everything that has to be cut is all cut up, and I'm heating up the oil and the butter. And I think this pan is a lot smaller than the one my mom usually makes it in. So we're gonna see. But worst comes to worst, it just won't have a lot of broth in it, and like whatever. It's literally like, I mean, it's what you see. It's not complicated at all, and it's the yummiest thing ever. It's been my favorite food since I was like an infant. Like my mom used to blend it up for me when I was a kid, before I could like eat it like this, you know? But anyways, I'll show you guys once it's cooking more, but I'm telling you, it's the most delicious thing in the whole world. It's so cozy and so homey, and it's exactly what I need tonight, and I just hope that it tastes at least mostly like the one that I grew up on, because if it tastes like something else or like not right, I'm gonna know. I've had the soup so many times that if it's off just by a little bit, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh. Okay, I can't put this back with one hand. The soup is on its final simmer. It smells so good, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, I need that so bad. It's just like so comforting to me. I think I am actually gonna make some salmon to have on the side, because I haven't had salmon in actually a very long time. And I'm craving it. I haven't really had much protein today, so yeah, I feel like my hair also hasn't been as silky, and I have not been eating nearly as much salmon, so that's gotta be related, I'm telling you. I was gonna cook more than one, but I think I'm just gonna make one and then just seal that up with like a plastic bag, because there's 2 other pieces. But you guys have seen me prepare my salmon before. I'm just gonna do the same as I usually do. Just salt, pepper, garlic powder, some oil, and like some lemon. Super simple. And I actually keep sneezing like as if I'm getting sick, so the soup is like kind of perfect, because I do feel myself getting just ever so slightly stuffy. But I think I only want to use half of this lemon, and I always just put my lemons that I have left over like directly into the fridge. I don't know if that's like gross, but okay, just gonna squeeze this on top. Do half of the lemon, and make sure you guys do that first, or else all the seasoning is gonna like spill away. I make my salmon in the air fryer because I find that it's super quick and easy, and you can't really mess it up. So I like to kind of seal it up a bit though, because I often find that the salmon will, like the seasoning will burn before the salmon's cooked if you don't do that. So usually for most of the time, I'll have it covered and usually do it for about 15-20 minutes. And while the soup's on its final simmer and while that's cooking, I'm just gonna clean up. There's not much to clean up. I have like a measuring cup and a couple cutting boards. So it should be an easy cleanup, but I'm gonna give this a stir. I love my Le Creuset. The only thing is, because it's not that hot. Ow, yes it is. I need a pot holder, like a cute little one I can grab this with. But basically, oh, it smells right. It does, it smells right. This will be done once the zucchini is tender, because it's the last thing that I added in. And it looks so, so good. The carrots are nice and squishy. The potatoes are nice and squishy. Just waiting on the zucchini and the spinach to wilt. But I haven't even tried like a little bite. Should I like try the broth, make sure it's the right flavor? Oh my god. Yes. Yes, that's right. Oh my god. Yay, it's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Does this not look so incredible? So homey. My table's all set. I'm gonna watch some YouTube and just try to enjoy and calm my mind. But look how yum. Do you guys think that I liked it? I practically licked the plate clean. I will say the soup tasted exactly like the one I grew up on, although I feel like it never tastes the same as when like your mom makes it, you know? But it was still just as good. It tasted the same. So yummy. Now I'm cleaning up my mess from dinner. I like to put this grated Parmesan cheese on top. Shredded Parmesan cheese is good too. I am gonna prep for the most delicious bath of my life. So for that we need 2 mugs, okay? Because we are going to do, hold on, I found a spare onion. We are going to do 1 mug with some the last actually, Peace Puka tea that I have. I love this tea. I'm gonna do one of that, as well as I've been liking to make this mushroom hot chocolate. It sounds really weird, but it just tastes like dark chocolate. Unsweetened dark chocolate, hot chocolate, if that makes sense. So like, no, it's not Swiss mix, but like, that doesn't mean it's not good. Like, it's so good. It's just not, like, it's like, think like drinking chocolate rather than like the hot chocolate you get from like Dunkin' Donuts or something. You just do 8 grams of this, you pour hot water on top, and it makes like a really yummy hot cocoa. So we're gonna have both of those in the bath.
Definitely super loud because of the water, but I have a whole setup going on here. I have my book, I have a snack, I have my tea and my hot chocolate, I have my water, and I'm running a bath, and I'm just going to have an evening. Oh my god, I don't want to be on camera right now. Who are you? Like, I am having an identity crisis. Why don't I'm gonna go take a bath.
I just got out of my bath. My bath was maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, if that. And then I just took a quick body shower and washed my face. And I want to give like a first impression of the Jan Marini skincare just by like using it. Obviously no effects yet whatsoever because I literally just used it for the first time. But so for the cleanser, which I'm not going to use every day, or not going to use twice a day yet, I'm going to just use it at night. I think I'm going to use my sulfur soap in the morning because it's like very gentle. So first impression of that is it has no scent, it doesn't suds, it doesn't burn, it just didn't really feel like much, which is usually a good sign with skincare. Like, the more like fluff it has to it, usually like the worse it is for your skin. Like, usually if there's no scent, no suds, it's usually like a pretty good product. That's like a nice like baseline to judge things off of. Maybe like my cheeks are kind of hot right now, maybe like a slight burn like now, but liked the cleanser so far. I mean, nothing bad to say about it really, nothing good either, but like it was fine. This face lotion, this regeneration booster, also had no scent, was very light and like spread nicely, but then like dried. Nothing really to say about this because it doesn't have a scent, didn't do anything crazy, it just soaked right into my skin, which I feel like is a good sign. And then this last one is my favorite of the 3, just by like first impression, the Hyla 3D face cream. It has a very, very slight smell to it, and I don't even think it's like a fragrance. I think it's probably just one of the like oils that's in here. I don't even know how to describe it. Kind of just smells like, did your moms ever use like Mary Kay? Because it kind of smells like Mary Kay. But yeah, so far I like it. I can't tell if my cheeks are hot right now from this or from I was just sitting in the hot bath. But it kind of feels like it's like my cheeks, like I think it's the skincare. So we'll see, but my skin doesn't feel, I mean, we'll see how we feel over the next few days, but it didn't burn at all. It even like got in my eyes a little bit and it didn't burn, which I feel like is a nice sign. So first impressions, I like it, but my bath was good. I just read like a couple chapters and now I'm gonna put on some lotion and get dressed in my pajamas and sit on the couch and read some more because it's starting to get good. I have my hot chocolate in the bath, but I'm working on my tea now. It's kind of cold though, but I'm satisfied with that so far. I also still did put on my Tula under eye stick just because I really like how it makes my under eyes feel, and I've never had a problem with it breaking out my skin, and it literally only goes under my eyes and then like on my eyelids, so like it's fine. I got in the mail some skincare from Murad, is that how you pronounce it? Murad. And I was going to do this acne sulfur mask while I was sitting in the bath, but I don't want to freak my skin out too much. I think I am going to try this out at some point soon. but I don't want to break my skin out. So I'm just gonna stick with that for now. Oh, also, I went to Sephora the other day to get new shampoo, and I saw that Laneige has their peppermint mask out, and they were sold out in the store, but I ordered 2 on Sephora, like online, as well as the like lip balm, because the peppermint Laneige is my favorite ever, and Laneige in general is my favorite lip mask. I don't really care for the lip gloss too much anymore. I used to love it. I prefer Summer Fridays, which I saw the funniest TikTok about this girl like making fun of girls that use Summer Fridays, and I thought it was so funny because I use Summer Fridays, but I just thought it was hilarious. She was like, oh, Summer Fridays, Summer Fridays. I don't know. It was just, you had to be there. But I can't wait to keep reading. I've been on such a reading kick. It literally calms my mind, like just going into my book and like surrounding myself with the characters and just stepping away from like reality. Like right now, all I can think about is what the heck is going on with Millie, you know? So that's my main concern. And before it was, what the heck am I doing with my life? Guys, I don't know how it didn't explode. I washed a honey packet in my pants. It's still filled with honey, but it's like, what the heck? I'm really trying to set myself up for a nice, successful Monday morning. So I just set out my clothing for tomorrow's coffee walk / what I'll work out in. I was watching some YouTube and finishing up my tea while I did that. And now it's about time. Augie's chewing on every little fuzz on the ground he can find. But he's so cute, isn't he? I'm gonna get in bed and read in a sec, but I just got some more laundry done. I still have some in the wash, but the stuff that just finished drying, I went ahead and put that away. I'm about to go grab Augie, bring him into bed. My washer's going crazy right now. But it's literally 9:25, you guys. 9:25, and I'm about to get into bed, and it feels so good. Oh, you look like a sleepy boy. I think you're ready for bed too. Oh, you look so sleepy. You have your sleepy face on. I love you all so much. Oh, hey. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you so super soon in the next one. Good night.